This how-to video is going to be on how we add a count or count button to a PC input module. So a way for that operator to click a button to initiate that, hey, we have a count at this. Key to this is to ensure that you already have a PC input module plugin loaded, you have a license, or that you already have a PC input module's devices already. So from our home screen here, we're going to select core software. We want to go to devices here under configuration, so we can select this over here, or we can use our icons, configuration devices. Essentially, you're going to find your PC input module. If you already have one exists, I have a test one set up here. The other way you can do this is go to your PC input module here and hit add new. So I'm going to select this, going to hit edit. So the first thing you need to do is to set up that input on the device. So it's right here, this virtual input. You're going to hit to add a new one. Call it count. Oops. I'm going to say the type is going to be a count. Let's type input it is. Leave that checked as enabled. So what I'm going to do now is hit save and exit. And then now that'll set that virtual input so that now we can attach it to a count. So we can hit edit. Go to monitoring points. So the one caveat to the counts is it has to be added under a process. So we have a process here, so we need to add that. If you have done that before, simply hit the button. Select your production, your job, setup, whatever it is that you're doing. Mode is set up. Now with this highlighted here, we're going to hit our sampler, which is also what we call a count. And that's going to come up here. You're going to give it a name. So call this our count. It's a linked sampler because we're going to link it to that virtual input that we created. The type is a count. The trigger, when do we update the system? So periodic, it means you define a period of time here in seconds. So this is set for 60 seconds. So every minute it'll update the system with the count. The other option is to do as occurs, which probably would work for most cases since this will be manually driven by an operator. And they're probably not going to give counts in too fast or it's going to overload the system. So we can leave this as occurs. We can select our count input that we set up in our virtual panel here, or virtual input, sorry. So now if we click here, so now we'll see we have production and we have a count. Save and exit. And so then we bring up our module. You'll see here, so I have a start production. And when I start production, I see my count show up over here on the right. So as I click on it, now that my count goes up here, it goes up again. Basically, when I end production, that's going to stop the count. And that's how this all works. And that'll conclude our how-to video on adding the count to a PC input module. Look forward to talking to you again.